a glimpse behind the curtain North Korea opens to tourism. North Korea, long shrouded in mystery, offered a rare glimpse into its secretive society in late 2024. After years of strict isolation, the country reopened its borders to tourists, sparking a wave of curiosity and anticipation among adventurous travelers. This reopening, however, was short-lived. By March 2025, tourism was once again halted, leaving many to wonder about the future of travel to this enigmatic nation. The brief window of openness provided a unique opportunity to witness the realities of life inside North Korea. Tourists were carefully guided through curated itineraries, offering a glimpse into the country's culture, history, and ideology. The experience, while tightly controlled, offered a rare opportunity to interact with North Korean citizens and witness firsthand the country's unique social fabric. However, the reopening was not without its challenges. Tourists faced strict regulations and constant surveillance, limiting their interactions with locals and access to information. The North Korean government maintained tight control over the narrative, presenting a carefully crafted image of the country to the outside world. Rason, a controlled encounter with the Hermit Kingdom. One destination that exemplifies the controlled nature of tourism in North Korea is the city of Rason. Located in the country's northeast, Rason is a special economic zone intended to foster trade and investment. Tourists drawn to Rason hope to witness a different side of North Korea, one potentially marked by greater economic liberalization and openness. However, the reality on the ground proved to be far more restrictive. Tourists in Rason found themselves confined to designated areas, their movements closely monitored by government minders. Access to technology, including cell phone service and the internet, was severely limited, further isolating visitors from the outside world. Despite the restrictions, Rason offered a unique, albeit controlled, glimpse into the economic aspirations of North Korea. The city's emphasis on development and its attempts to attract foreign investment highlighted the government's desire for economic progress. The experience, however, served as a reminder of the challenges and complexities inherent in engaging with North Korea. Journey to the heart of North Korea, Samjiyon and Mt. Paektu. Beyond the confines of Rason, North Korea boasts a number of other tourist destinations, each carefully chosen to showcase specific aspects of the country's culture and history. Among the most popular is Samjiyon, a town nestled near the base of Mount Paektu, a site revered in North Korean mythology. Mount Paektu holds immense significance in North Korean lore, believed to be the birthplace of Kim Jong-il, the country's previous leader. The journey to Samjiyon and Mt. Paektu takes visitors through breathtaking landscapes characterized by rugged mountains, pristine forests, and serene lakes. The region's natural beauty stands in stark contrast to the often austere urban environments of Pyongyang and other major cities. Tourists visiting Samjiyon are treated to a carefully curated experience, designed to highlight the region's natural splendor and its connection to North Korea's revolutionary history. The town itself boasts modern amenities and facilities, catering to the needs of foreign visitors while showcasing the country's progress in infrastructure and development. Beyond the tourist trail, glimpses of everyday life. While the official tourist itinerary in North Korea is carefully orchestrated, glimpses of everyday life inevitably seep through. Whether it's children walking to school in their distinctive uniforms or farmers tending to their fields, these unscripted moments offer a more nuanced understanding of the country and its people. The resilience and resourcefulness of the North Korean people are evident in their ability to adapt and thrive in the face of adversity. Despite economic hardships and political isolation, life goes on, with a strong sense of community and shared purpose. Even in the most mundane aspects of daily life, such as public transportation or shopping at local markets, the ever-present hand of the state is felt. Propaganda posters adorn buildings, and the teachings of the Kim dynasty are deeply ingrained in the social fabric. Section 5. The price of isolation, tourism, and the North Korean economy. The reopening of tourism in North Korea, however brief, offered a potential lifeline to the country's struggling economy. International sanctions and a history of economic mismanagement have taken a toll, making foreign currency a precious commodity. Tourism, even on a limited scale, provided a much-needed source of revenue, helping to prop up the country's finances and fund essential services. The influx of foreign visitors brought with it an injection of hard currency, which the government could then use to purchase goods and services on the international market. However, the economic benefits of tourism came at a cost. The government's tight control over the industry meant that much of the revenue generated likely flowed directly into state coffers, with limited impact on the lives of ordinary citizens. Moreover, the unpredictable nature of tourism, as evidenced by the sudden halt in travel, highlighted the risks of relying too heavily on this sector for economic stability. Section 6. Shifting sands from tourism to troop deployments. The abrupt closure of North Korea's borders to tourists in March 2025 coincided with a significant shift in the country's foreign policy priorities. Faced with mounting international pressure and economic sanctions, Kim Jong-un, North Korea's enigmatic leader, turned to a new strategy exporting military manpower. Reports emerged of North Korean troops being deployed to support Russia's war efforts in Ukraine, a move that sent shockwaves through the international community. This decision to prioritize military engagement over tourism revenue reflects the complex geopolitical calculus at play in Pyongyang. The deployment of troops abroad, while potentially lucrative in the short term, carries significant risks for North Korea. The secrecy surrounding these deployments, coupled with reports of casualties and human rights abuses, threatens to further isolate the country on the world stage. Section 7. Whispers of war. The impact of conflict on tourism. The shadow of war in Ukraine looms large over the future of tourism in North Korea. The government's decision to prioritize military involvement in a foreign conflict raises concerns about the country's stability and the safety of visitors. The flow of information in and out of North Korea remains tightly controlled, making it difficult to assess the true extent of the country's involvement in the conflict and its potential consequences. The lack of transparency and the potential for misinformation further complicate the situation. For potential tourists, the uncertainty surrounding North Korea's role in the Ukraine conflict presents a significant deterrent. The allure of visiting one of the world's most isolated countries is tempered by legitimate concerns about personal safety and the ethical implications of traveling to a country engaged in such activities. Section 8. The future of travel to North Korea. Uncertainty and intrigue. As the situation in Ukraine continues to unfold, the future of tourism in North Korea hangs in the balance. The country's tourism industry remains in a state of limbo, with no clear indication of when or if borders will reopen to foreign visitors. The decision to resume tourism will likely depend on a complex interplay of factors, including the trajectory of the conflict in Ukraine, the state of international sanctions, and the domestic political climate within North Korea. Until then, the world can only speculate about when and if this enigmatic nation will once again welcome outsiders. Despite the uncertainties, the allure of North Korea as a travel destination persists. For many, the opportunity to witness firsthand the country's unique culture, history, and political system holds an irresistible appeal. Section 9. Unveiling the Hermit Kingdom, a call to stay informed. The story of tourism in North Korea is a testament to the country's complex and often contradictory nature. It's a story of isolation and openness, of control and curiosity, of uncertainty and intrigue. As the world grapples with the implications of North Korea's actions on the global stage, it is more important than ever to stay informed about developments in this enigmatic nation. By understanding the challenges and opportunities facing North Korea, we can better engage with this reclusive country and its people. The journey into North Korea, both literally and figuratively, is not for the faint of heart, but for those willing to delve into the unknown. It offers a rare and invaluable glimpse into a world often hidden from view.